Okay, students, today we will read chapter 5 of your BGS book. The chapter's name is Socialization and Development. Socialization is a lifelong ongoing process of human being. This process continues from birth to death. Underline this one. Individuals learn expected behavior through this process and adjust to the society. He attains rules and regulations, values, beliefs, and thus he develops himself and becomes a part of the development of the society. You have learned socialization in class 6 and 7. In this chapter, we will learn the impacts of some elements on socialization, the process. Now, everyone start bracket. The process of socialization in villages and cities of Bangladesh and the influence of globalization on socialization. We will know about this in this chapter. This is the main topic of this chapter. Socialization in villages and cities. Socialization in villages and cities, we will know about this socialization in this chapter. By the end of this chapter, we will be able to explain the influence of different institutions and elements on socialization, tell about the differences between the socialization of village and that of city of Bangladesh, analyze the influence of mass media and information and communication technology on socialization and be inspired to their positive use. Narrate the impact of globalization on socialization and present reports on by collecting real data. Develop family and social relationship and behave politely by acquiring human social qualities. Okay, today we will read lesson 1 and lesson 2 in our class. In this class we will read lesson 1 and lesson 2. Okay, everyone listen to me very carefully. Lesson 1. Impacts of different institutions in socialization. Socialization is necessary for the proper development of an individual. From birth, a child starts learning different kinds of laws, rules, and regulations of a society. This is called the process of socialization of children. This chapter focuses on the roles of some institutions in this process. Family. Family is the first and main agency for socialization. The feeling of love, emotion, and respect grows in child with the members in a family. The impact of family culture regarding food habit, dress, religious practice, and education is reflected on the child. For this reason, the strongest agent of socialization is family. This is very important line. The strongest agent of socialization is family. Okay, it may come as short question or as MCQ. What is the strongest agent of socialization? Answer will be family. Okay, underline this one. Next page, local society. The local society has the most important roles in socialization after the parents. A child grows up by observing his surroundings and learning rules and regulations and behavior. Thus, he develops social behavior and becomes familiar with social customs. The gesture and posture of the people and the values he observes influence his behavior. Different elements of a local society. Different elements of a local society include literary circles, cultural organizations, sport clubs, music institutions, science clubs, etc. These locally developed organizations affect a person's way of thinking, attitude to life, and behavioral pattern. People involve themselves with these organizations to sharpen cognitive, aesthetic, and other softer aspects of life by socializing with others in these places. Thus, they develop adaptability in them and become a part of that society. Same-age companions. Companions also play important roles in the process of socialization. Children naturally play with their mates when they are in their teens. During this period, they learn many things from their friends. They influence one another through their conversation, behavior, and attitudes. In this way, they develop fellow feelings, cooperation, patience, and qualities of leadership. Educational institutions. Educational institutions provide opportunities for children to interact and influence one another. Thus, educational institutions have important roles in the process of socialization. Political institutions. Political parties, their leaders, and different kinds of movements are also important in socialization. They play their roles by organizing people and increasing their consciousness. Lesson 2. Impacts of different factors on socialization. Now we will know different kind of impacts on socialization. Okay. Every human being must learn some rules and regulations, ideas, and habits for expected peaceful life. Individual acquires them through socialization. Many factors work for their acquisition. These factors are imitation, suggestion, incorporation, and language. Imitation. Imitation means copy from others. Okay, when someone copies something from others, that is called imitation. When a person exactly copies the work, custom, and conducts of another person, it is called imitation. Children always imitate their elders. They learn language, pronunciation, and manner of speaking through imitation. Even elders often imitate others to make themselves suitably adapt to new and unknown environment. Suggestion. It is a type of communication medium or process. Proposal or information is sent to others through this process. Children do not have logic or ripeness of knowledge, so they become influenced by suggestion easily. The use of suggestive process is noticed in different sections of society such as education, politics, industry, and commerce. Through this process, one's thoughts and ideas are infused in others, and others' thoughts and ideas are conducted as if they were of one's own. In recent times, the publicity of social work and in scientific enterprise, it is largely used. Incorporation. In infancy, a child a child does nothing consciously or knowingly. In childhood, he does everything in confusion. But with the growth of years, he applies knowledge and intelligence and identifies the thing necessary for him, and these things become the subjects of his incorporation. Thus, children incorporate different toys, pictures, rhymes, books, which are needed for his recreation. Parents and others agree with his well-being. Sometimes he disguises himself as Spider-Man to surprise others. This is one kind of entertainment for children. The limit of this process and tendency of incorporation gradually expands and social human beings achieve the nature of society. The last one, language. Language is one of the most communication media of human beings. Elements of society and culture are transferred through language. Individual expresses his mind through language. Moreover, language is used to know one another or one's country and society, acquire knowledge about the world, earn education. In fact, language influences personality from childhood. Okay? After reading this chapter, we can explain the influence of language on socialization. How language can influence our socialization process. Okay, so our topic has been done for today. In the next class, we will read lesson 3, lesson 4, and lesson 5. Okay, in the next class, we will try to complete this chapter. Okay, this is for today.